what we wanted to do was just to really give you a flavour of what we do at the Black Men's Consortium. For those who came in a bit late, we were, the Black Men's Consortium was set up 7 years ago in Lambeth, because there are high rates of black men committing suicide, and being a creative, I wanted to address that by finding out why, and ran a 2-month program with about 43 men at the time. This is in 2018, and did the performance. And after the performance, I was so overwhelmed by what I found working with these men that I decided, and the majority of those men kept the project going, and we are still going 7 years later. I thought there was going to be a little round of applause. Only because, you know, there are, I don't know about you, but I can't find a lot of services that are out there in the community that are free for black and brown men.
Black and brown people, full stop.
So that's why we keep this project going. It is a lifeline to a lot of these men to find togetherness, to be emotionally held, to challenge each other about all kinds of things that are important, that matter, that concern them in their lives. And what we do on a weekly basis, we just, I suppose, start off with a men's circle, and then we get creative, and then we kind of do sort of a closing men's circle to, you know, experience what that was like for each member. And out of that, those members find ways to develop other projects and programs that they are interested in. So, for example, there's a weight management program that we run on a Tuesday night, because that's what men want to focus on. And there's another project by another member about walk and talk on a Sunday. So it's things like that. So with our remaining time, for those of you who do want to do some interactivity and get a flavour of what we do at our project on a Monday night, we invite you to come up into the space. But for those of you who go, oh no, it's definitely not for me, I'm going to sit and stay safe and not learn anything by watching, please stay seated. For those who want to come up into the space, let's come. Yeah, into the here. Just come up here, into the space. Okay, so we've got this wonderful pillar in the way, but we'll just ignore this. So one of the activities that we often do in the Black Men's Consortium is enabling men to find their own voice, find their own expression. And I feel it's hugely important that people can find their own voice and participate and say what matters to them. So we're going to do a very simple activity. This game is called Yes, Let's. What happens in the game? Any one of you can make a suggestion of what we should be all doing. So, for example, someone says, oh, let's us all become bumblebees. And when you hear the term that someone has suggested, everyone gets behind the idea and goes, yeah, let's all become bumblebees, because it's a great idea. And then everyone starts doing the bumblebee thing in their own way, yeah, doing that. And at some point, someone might be going, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh my God, stop, I mean, this is driving me crazy. And then you can say, stop. So the person who says stop should shout a little bit louder, because everyone's still doing the bumblebee thing. And then they stop and they look at you, because you've got this amazing idea of what to do next. And then this person says, another great idea. Let's all become politicians. And then everyone goes, yes! Because it's a great idea. And then everyone starts becoming politicians. And that goes on and on and on, until someone says, stop, stop, stop. And there's another idea, and another idea, and another idea. So really, it's up to you to suggest what we should be doing, what we could become, how we should be in this space. Does that make sense? I can't hear you. Yes. Let's begin. Who's got that idea of what we should?
Let's all be butterflies.
Someone say yes. sideways. Move butterfly thing. Keep moving. Yeah, right. Move around. Okay, stop. Listen.
Very much living this life. Let's all be toddlers.
Yes, let's all be toddlers. Listen.
Let's all be empathetic.
Forget me, how are you?
Okay. So now, you can imagine the men have said this and the men have said that. Let's do this, let's do that. But to make the connection to the kind of play, which is really important, to the real world and the real reality that some of these men are experiencing, can the next couple of suggestions connect to what we've been talking about, what we're here about in this workshop? So think about, what is mental illness? What is the Mental Health Act? How might we use the game to make the connection to present how it could be? Does that make sense? So from now on, we're making 2 or 3 suggestions that are related to the Mental Health Act, mental illness, how we want to be. Let's all become, the last suggestion was kind and forgiveness and whatever it may be. So let's use the game to connect directly to the issue. Does that make sense? Okay, let's just go and try it out.
Let's all be inclusive.
Yes, let's all be inclusive. Let's be inclusive. Look at that. That's amazing.
Stop. Let's all be psychotic. Can we do that?
Yes, let's all be psychotic. What?
Can we all talk about mental health everywhere?
Yes. Let's all talk about it, even the audience.